So which lenders provide the quickest mortgage offers? Let's find out. So lenders will assess your mortgage application at a couple of different stages. The first stage is when you submit an agreement in principle. Now you'll need an agreement in principle before you can make offers on properties to purchase. But for a mortgage broker, when we submit your agreement in principle, we need to send the lender your fact find information, so personal information, income details, financial commitments, and all these things. The lender will then check your credit report. At the agreement in principle phase, it's not normally a physical underwriter looking at your application. It's normally an automated system in the background that will check your credit report compared to what you've actually declared on the agreement in principle. It's really important that these two match, otherwise the lender might just flat out decline your agreement in principle application, and it might leave a hard footprint on your credit report that can be quite damaging. Second stage, where they assess your application, is when you've actually submitted your full mortgage application, which comes when you've made an offer on a property to purchase, you've got the purchase price, you've got your deposit sum, we've found the most suitable deal for you. At that point, we do the full mortgage application, and then mortgage underwriters will assess your case. So at the mortgage underwriting phase of the process, your full mortgage application has been submitted, and underwriters will normally check two things. They'll check the documentation that's been uploaded. So for example, if you're employed, your pay slips and corresponding bank statements, or if you're self-employed, your tax calculations and tax year overviews. Some lenders will ask for ID and address documents as well, so passports, driving licenses, things like this. As long as they're satisfied with that, the next thing that they'll need to check is the security property, the property that you're getting a mortgage on. If you're buying a property, then the lender will instruct a valuation on the property you're looking to purchase. This is often a physical valuation, so they'll have a third party that they work with, people like Countrywide surveyors or Connells perhaps. They'll then go and see the property and they'll send the lender back normally a fairly standard level 2 basic survey, which basically explains if the property is suitable security. Now, underwriters, they're not required to give you this valuation report. They normally just take the valuation report for their own circumstances and assess it against the lender's criteria. Now remember, every lender is different. They all have different property criteria, borrowing criteria, so one application to one lender might be rejected, whereas an application to another lender might be accepted based on property. So the average time to receive a mortgage offer in the UK is currently between 2 to 4 weeks. That's quite broad, and it can be less than this or more than this. It depends on quite a few factors. Firstly, your chosen lender. If you proceed perhaps with a mainstream high street lender that's got really advanced automated processes, they might be able to process your application quicker than, say, a small niche building society that has to do everything manually. Also, it depends on who the lender uses for surveying. So some lenders will do far more automated valuations where they actually don't need to send a surveyor out to see your property. In that case, it can be instant, and you can actually get instant mortgage offers as soon as the application is submitted with these lenders. Also, the complexity of your mortgage application. If you're a straightforward remortgage applicant and you're just looking to get a better deal, these mortgage offers can be fairly quick, especially if you're applying with your existing lender. But if perhaps you're looking to buy a property, or even if you're a portfolio landlord, that can be quite complex and challenging for an underwriter, and that might delay things by several weeks. And then lastly, how quickly and how prepared are you regarding your finances and your documentation? If you can submit your documentation quickly to a broker and the broker can then pass that on to the lender fairly quickly, that shouldn't delay your application. But from our experience at Boon Brokers, that is the biggest cause of delays, is waiting for documentation to come through. So try to prepare your documents well in advance of a mortgage application to maximize your chance of a quick application. So there isn't a set list of mortgage lenders that offer their mortgages far quicker than others. It does depend on a few factors that I discussed in the previous section, but generally speaking, your high street mainstream lenders who have invested a lot in their systems and have a lot of staff working for them will typically work faster than, say, smaller building societies that are basically designed for a small volume of highly complex cases. Generally speaking, if a lender's online and they've invested in automation in terms of ID, online banking as well, These lenders will typically be fairly fast, and like I said, some may even offer an instant mortgage offer. So a mortgage broker like Boon Brokers can help you get a quick mortgage offer by guiding you through the process from start to finish. At Boon Brokers, when you first inquire, we'll go through a full consultation with you and we'll explain exactly what happens in each stage of the process and which documents are required from you at different stages. Our goal is to take the home buying stress away from you, and with us and quite a few other online mortgage brokers, we don't charge any client fees for this at all. We're happy with the commission we receive from the mortgage lender, so our goal is to source the most suitable lender for you and get that quick offer so you can move into your property. Thank you for watching this video on the process for buying a house in the UK. If you'd like to learn more, read the blog below, or also download our PDF guide on the process. If you'd like to submit an inquiry and receive a call back from one of our brokers, go to the boonbrokers.co.uk website. We'd be more than happy to help you.